Darkness is often seen as a negative force in our lives. We often associate darkness with negativity, fear, and danger. It's the absence of light, and as humans, we're wired to seek out the light and avoid darkness. But what if I told you that embracing the darkness can lead to incredible growth and transformation in our lives? In this video, we'll explore the powerful role that darkness plays in our lives and how it can be a force for positive change. We'll examine how our fear of darkness holds us back and offer practical tips for embracing the darkness and finding the light within. So join me on this journey of self-discovery and let's unlock the transformative power of darkness together. So stay tuned. Without darkness, there can be no light. It's in the darkness that we find rest, introspection, and renewal. It's where we process our experiences, connect with our intuition, and tap into our inner wisdom. Darkness is essential for our well-being and growth, just as darkness of the night is essential for our physical health. The darkness in our lives can also be beneficial for our emotional and spiritual well-being. It may seem counterintuitive, but darkness can be a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation. When we face challenges, failures, or losses, we enter into a period of darkness. We may feel lost, confused, or overwhelmed. But it's often in these dark moments that we are forced to confront our deepest fears and vulnerabilities. It's in the darkness that we find the courage and strength within us to overcome adversity and emerge stronger than before. Darkness can also be a source of inspiration and creativity. Many artists, writers, and musicians have drawn inspiration from their darkest moments, using their pain and struggles as fuel for their work. In fact, some of the greatest works of art and literature have emerged from periods of darkness and despair. So, I used to often think that darkness is something that we have to get rid of. I always tried to get rid of darkness in my life. But in fact, we need this darkness to appreciate life. Think about all the great times in your life. If you didn't have those dark times, you won't appreciate those great moments. Instead of running away from darkness, I learned to embrace it. I started to take advantage of opportunities that the universe presented to me that I didn't even know was coming my way, and I started to take advantage of it. Learning to embrace the darkness in our lives is not always an easy task. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt often holds us back from fully accepting the challenges and struggles we encounter. But the truth is that darkness is a natural and necessary part of our journey, and it's only by embracing it that we can truly grow and transform. The first step is to acknowledge that darkness is a natural and necessary part of our journey. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond to it. It's often in the darkest moments that we are forced to confront our deepest fears and vulnerabilities, and to find the strength within us to overcome them. By accepting the darkness as a necessary step on our path, we can begin to see it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Another key to embracing the darkness is to find beauty in it. Just as the stars shine brightest in the darkest of nights, our own inner light can shine most brightly when we are in the depths of despair. By embracing our own darkness, we can learn to appreciate the beauty and the power of our own resilience and strength. But how do we find the beauty in the darkness? One simple way is to look for the lessons and opportunities that arise from our struggles. What can we learn from our experiences? How can we use them to grow and become stronger? By asking these questions, we can begin to shift our perspective and see the darkness as a catalyst for positive change. Another way to find beauty in the darkness is to seek out moments of stillness and reflection. In the quiet of our own minds, we can find the space to connect with our inner selves and tap into our own wisdom and strength. By embracing the darkness and sitting with it, we can learn to appreciate the beauty and potential that lies within it. The moment that I just started flowing with life and with what was coming to me, my mindset changed. Meaning that when darkness came my way, instead of reacting negatively, or focusing on it. I embraced it because I started realizing I can only control how I respond to it. I can't control the whole situation. And every time I did, there was always something I learned from it. And there was always major growth in my life. Now, when negative things happen to me or come my way, I actually get excited because I know growth is coming. Throughout human history, darkness has always been associated with many negative connotations, including fear, evil, and danger. However, in many ancient cultures, darkness was also seen as a source of growth, transformation, and renewal. These cultures recognize the potential of darkness to offer profound spiritual insights and opportunities for self-discovery. Darkness has always been an essential part of many ancient cultures who saw it as a source of growth, transformation, and renewal. For instance, the ancient Egyptians believed that darkness was a vital part of the cycle of life and death, where the dead went to be reborn. They believed that the sun god Ra traveled through the underworld each night to emerge renewed and reborn at dawn. Similarly, the ancient Greeks regarded darkness as the birthplace of creativity and imagination. They believed that the goddess of the night held the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. In Hinduism, darkness is associated with the goddess Kali, who represents the power of destruction and transformation. Kali is often depicted as a fierce and terrifying figure, but also as a mother goddess who destroys old structures to make way for new growth and transformation. Native Americans' traditions also held darkness in a high regard. Vision Quest, for instance, involves spending time alone in the wilderness in complete darkness. These quests are seen as a way to connect with the spiritual world and gain insight into one's own life and purpose. These ancient cultures are just some of many that understood that darkness was an essential part of life, where one can confront their deepest fears and vulnerabilities and trust their intuition and inner wisdom. Darkness represented the unknown and the potential for growth and transformation. By embracing darkness, one can tap in to the hidden potential within themselves and emerge stronger and more resilient than before. In modern times, we can learn from the wisdom of these ancient cultures and embrace the darkness in our own lives. By facing our fears and vulnerabilities, we can emerge stronger and more resilient and more connected to our true selves. I'm here today speaking to you because I chose to embrace my darkness. For many years, I struggled with depression, and in recent times, it started consuming my life. I felt lost and alone. I was confused and unsure where to turn. That was until I made the conscious decision to take control of my life. Something just shifted in me, and I chose to view my struggles not as a burden, but as an opportunity for growth and learning. It wasn't an easy decision at all, but I knew that embracing my darkness was the only way forward. I had nothing else to lose. As I began to explore my struggles and confronted my deepest fears and vulnerabilities, I began to see things in a new light. I started to understand why I was going through these experiences and what lessons I can learn from them. It was not an overnight transformation, but slowly and surely, I began to emerge from my darkness, stronger and more resilient than ever before. Today, I stand before you as a testament to the power of embracing the darkness. By facing my struggles head on, I was able to find the courage and strength within myself to overcome them. And now I'm able to share my story with you guys, in the hopes that it might inspire you to do the same. Because it's only when we choose to embrace the darkness, we can truly grow and transform. I want to leave you with something. Remember, embracing darkness is not about glorifying pain or hardships, but about recognizing the potential for growth and transformation that lies within them. By accepting darkness as a fundamental part of our journey, we can tap in to our inner strength and resilience and emerge stronger and wiser than before. Remember that darkness is not something to be feared, but rather a natural part of our path towards self-discovery, growth, and liberation. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you found this video inspiring or helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe button and comment below. What are your thoughts about darkness? And together, let's continue this journey of self-discovery and transformation. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.